Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Kim. Welcome back to the channel.
What's up?
Got my boy to the right, Sadiq. What's up, man?
That's good.
We have another topic for you guys. The topic is going to be about this movie we just watched, Godzilla King of the Monsters. We're going to look at the box office and the article just now. So the article says, although Godzilla King of the Monsters made for a disappointing #1, this weekend was an excellent one for the box office. And for that, the credit goes to Aladdin, Rocketman, and Ma. Stop it there. Just from there, it already tells you that 3 movies are already ahead. Aladdin, Rocketman, and Mom. This is how disappointing and bad this film is, you know? And I feel like only true hardcore Godzilla fans should like it. That's why I was surprised when I heard you saying it's good. You're not a true hardcore, so I was like, if you were a true hardcore, you should be loving, well, not love this film, but true hardcores would hate it, but like fanboys who like love Godzilla no matter what would love it. Yeah, you know. Then it says the combined heft of the 3 credible openers led to about 50% increase over June 1st weekend last year. That means 2019 has reduced its year-over-year debit to less than 8%, or about 400 million. This comes despite a major shortfall from Godzilla, and with better than expected showing for both Rocketman and Ma, a performance that suggests franchises don't always rule the day. The best hope for 2019 still lies in the titles like Toy Story 4, facts, Spider-Man, I don't really know about that, and The Lion King, facts. However, secondary weeks like these are essential to fulfill hopes for a rebound and for the sustained health of the industry. And then it says, the latest Godzilla entry, 5 years after the most recent reboot, sold half as many tickets as its predecessor in its opening domestic weekend. With their budgets roughly the same, a little shy of 200 million, that's not good, even in the context that it was made for a foreign audience. Gareth Edwards' 2014 Godzilla saw the film's 2 top territories, China and of course the franchise original, Japan. Opened later than most countries. This time it opened in all major territories for 180 million worldwide debut. International this weekend was heavily affected by major sports, mostly football championships. This may not be enough to suggest a profit. So guys, that was the article, and I honestly agree with almost most of what the article says, because I didn't have a good time when I was watching this movie. I came out very disappointed and mad, and I was like, okay, this isn't the Godzilla. And as you see, it says that this sold almost half as much as like the first one did in 2014. So the first one sold more tickets and made more money than this Godzilla King of Monsters, which was supposed to be the most hot, which is in the trailer, the most hyped Godzilla ever.
The next one up from the
Hey, we heard from you. You said that it wasn't disappointing, so I don't need to hear.
No, I'm just saying the step up from them. It's supposed to be the next big thing from the first movie.
So, as I'm saying, that's why it's a disappointment, because it failed. But you said it was okay, so hey, I'm gonna leave it as that. Since it was supposed to be Godzilla 2014, this was supposed to be King of Monsters, the big finale. I didn't get that. I got
King Kong. I'm pretty sure that's coming out.
King Kong
next year, right?
What's
King Kong versus Godzilla.
I know, but what's King Kong gonna do? I mean, no, not that. No. What's Godzilla gonna do?
No, yeah, I'm just saying that's the finale for the.
I know that, but
series,
but
whatever they're
Godzilla is gonna get his ass swept. Bam. But did you see the monkey in the King Kong Skull Island? That nigga was just a kid. He was taking on 3 different speed. This nigga Godzilla can't even handle one. You know how many times Godzilla fell onto the side or got his ass whooped in this entire movie? This movie's bad. Like, it just, I'm supposed to see Godzilla greatness. He's getting his ass whooped around. King Ghidorah is just coming out, and this is a spoiler, by the way. Like, if you haven't seen the movie, you should not be here. But thanks for coming in. But anyway, this movie needs help. You know, it just, the box office screams it, that Fanboys has been helping this movie out for the first 2 weeks, and now nobody really cares. I've seen this film twice. The first time I saw it because it's for you guys. The second time I saw it to see it with my friends. And the second time was even a worse experience. I did not like it. It just was boring, and I knew what was going to happen. It was trash. I didn't like it. The second time. And it's not like I'm hating on movies. I'm just keeping it real honest, that these movies that are supposed to be monster film movies should not be focusing on humans and their point of view, and keep saturating them and switching to airplanes, rockets, missiles, firing. I'm like, I don't care. Just show me Godzilla versus King Ghidorah or whoever. I want to see a whole battlefield wide shot. Let's show me all the monsters. Didn't get that until you're gonna show me some monsters show up at the end.
Just about.
I don't know, bro. It's not cutting up for me. I feel like Godzilla King of Monsters should have took his time because you got 200 million. I think 200 million whatever budget that they had to make this movie with. I think so, or
yeah.
I might be mistaken, but they had a lot of money while making this film, and I feel like you should have took their time, and probably hired a better director or writer or something like that, because they're trying to add in like human characteristics in his family, and it's just not something for like hardcore fans or even critics or fans. And you don't want to see; they want to just see the full out fight, more fights. That's what makes a monster film entertaining, and it works out. This movie was not cutting it for me. It started getting very boring. Like, there was very slow parts, and I did not like this. So you guys hear from my side. What's your side and how you feel?
I mean, I didn't come in. The only expectation, I guess you could say, I came in was I thought it was gonna be a whole battle royale type thing, like I was saying in the review. I'm not sure if you guys didn't see that, but it was only mainly like the beginning where it's just King Ghidorah and then fucking Godzilla, basically just wrestling the entire time. And for me, I mean, I wasn't disappointed from it, but it wasn't to where I was like ecstatic, oh my gosh, this is what I wanted the entire time. I was just taking what I was seeing because I'm not like a god. I'm not invested too much into this.
So you're saying you didn't care? Like, so you're saying you? So
it's not that I don't care. It's just that I'm not too invested into like.
Because the reason why I thought you were invested, well, you're not invested, but the reason why you should care, because you said when you saw the trailer, it was like you got really high, like you really wanted to see the film, right? Because I feel like everybody wanted to see the film. That's why I call it disappointing, because we didn't get what it's like trailer trickery. It's like in Infinity War, you see Hulk at the end of the battle with Captain America, what's her name, Black Widow, and you see Rhodey and Falcon, and I didn't see that at all. It was very different. That's why I was very mad and disappointed about that. I'm just saying trailer trickery, and you don't need it to feel bad, but if you're saying that when you came in, you didn't really care.
No, I mean, because I'm not invested too much into the whole Godzilla franchise, and I just know the characters, Godzilla, Mothra, and.
But you expected fights though.
Yeah, I mean, I did get just wrestling scenes, but I mean, they're trying to make this more realistic. So if I'm trying to take this from the director's standpoint, I guess he wants to put the humans in it. Like you said, it doesn't need it. I agree with that point. Since it's a monster movie, King of the Monsters, you really only see the monsters on the side.
Well, you're saying more realistic. This is the first time this guy's doing it. That's why he didn't really do as well. This is the first time him directing a monster film.
That's what I mean, realistic, or like, if you think of it in today, if a monster, like Godzilla just popped out of nowhere, I feel like the army'd start doing some stupid shit like that.
I'm doing it, but I don't need to be focusing on that. That's all.
Well, yeah, I mean, but you can't just ignore it, because like, then
you can't ignore it, because
where's all the humans?
Who cares for the humans? Why do I care if I see a human? Why am I following around a family? What the fuck does that matter?
I'm not gonna say you don't.
I do not care.
I'm just saying.
No. So you're saying that.
Yeah.
Tell me, what did you like and care about the facts? Because you're bringing on that argument. What did you like and care about Madison and the mom and dad family in this?
Well, I mean, honestly, the only one, the daughter, Madison, I believe, she was the only one that stood out the most, because you saw how, well, the actor Millie Bobby Brown, she's the same one from Stranger Things. She brought out the character more. You saw the emotion in her face. I really like in the end, where her mom, she's going, her dad, she doesn't want to. You see like the look in her face, like her dad's calling her. She's like, she doesn't know whether she should go or not, and then she's with her mom, and then she realizes that she's in like the wrong side. Like, she has her mind of her own. She's not like a child, I guess. That's the only human character that I feel.
The whole point is, what does this do? What does any of this do with the title of the movie?
I said, well, these three characters been messing with the fucking monsters. Like, you see how the mother created the little monarch whatever thing to communicate with Mothra in her cocoons or larva state, and you see how like she's trying to get that works.
I get you. You're taking what you got from the movie. Let's forget all that and let's actually make a new movie and make it better.
Well, I know, but I'm saying
pretty sure the
I'm saying
director
that's
could
what I
do
said
that.
from the director's standpoint.
Yeah, but the director's standpoint is trash based on what you saw from the facts and evidence we just saw. I get it. You're saying that you're making a simple point that is good, but the evidence right here shows that it's disappointing and it was bad the take that he did.
No,
Same
I'm not
thing with
saying
Transformers.
it's good. I'm just saying.
Well, what is it then to you? You say it's not good.
Okay.
It's not bad.
It's
Okay means to me. Okay means you didn't have a problem with it, but you didn't think it was bad. You didn't think it was good, but you saw some good elements. At least some good. That's what I'm saying. What are the good elements that you getting?
What I saw on the screen. Visually, yes.
Okay, so say eye
at the
candy.
end, I already said eye candy.
I don't think you said, well, you didn't say it in this right now, but eye candy is what's your biggest thing. Okay, eye candy is what you like, because there is very good eye candy moments in here, but that doesn't save the film, because this eye candy moments is basically when the monsters start showing up and doing their thing, and that's really it. But that's not it. That's not enough. That's just a little spectacle. That's what I'm saying. It's not enough to save this film, especially when it didn't make the numbers that it was supposed to, compared to all the other movies. And I was like, okay, this is just not good. I see everybody playing, oh, humans are good. But I'm just saying, what's the point of it? Why do I care for any of this? I just came to see Godzilla versus whoever on screen. Just like you said, you wanted a battle royale. I didn't come to see these humans or whatever. You can put them in there, but I don't need to the real point I'm making. Every time they show a fight scene, it switches to them shooting missiles and coordinates. They wasn't really fighting at all. It wasn't a full-on fight in the movie. That's why the movie failed, because it went from a scratch. Let me finish. I went to a punch and then or whatever, and then it switches back to the dad trying to find whatever his daughter, and that's why I said, yeah, you see eye candy them doing stuff, but did you really get an actual fight? 5 minutes of them going out all of it or whatever? And the 5 minutes is not even enough, because we barely got to that. A full on, I feel like the next, I don't want to see the next Godzilla vs. King Kong because it's gonna be like this. But if they actually make it right and do what I think they're supposed to do, I feel like that movie's gonna be so much better than this movie, because at least we know that it's gonna be King Kong, Godzilla 1v1. Let's see what they're gonna do, what the directors, writers are gonna do with King Kong, because he was just a kid and now he's gonna be a big ass ape, and I'm expecting to see a full out brawl. I don't expect to see Maddie and whatever, and I don't know if the mom, dad, or whatever in the film trying to do something. What are they gonna do? What's create more monsters coming out, and then that's what I'm saying. Just humans just let the fight happen, and then you can show them like a little tiny glimpse of what's happening. That's what I'm saying. In this film, it was humans everywhere. It wasn't like your point was like, it's okay, just hear this. But yeah, it is okay, but I don't need it for the whole fight. Like, show us that, and then when the fight happens, stay away from the humans. It was like the fight started and they were right in between the fight, in the middle of it, everywhere.
Seeing it from the humans.
That's why I was like, what the hell?
It was just a wrestling.
You saw it from the human perspective. It would show like the camera, and like it would just show the camera from the top.
For the most part,
it would have shown the camera. Cause you saying human perspective, it would show the camera up top and the huge ass monsters 100 feet above them. It was like truly from the.
Well, yeah, like in the beginning where
I'm talking about for the whole movie.
Okay, for the most part, that's why I said I corrected myself. For the most part, it's from the human's perspective. When you first see King Ghidorah, you see all their helicopter is stuck. He's waking up. He's up. They're looking at
and
him.
I thought that was good. I thought that was
and then Godzilla comes. They're all in the jet spectating. I don't know how the helicopter. I don't know how they're not dead yet, because they're in between a big ass fight or wrestling match, whatever you want to call it. But we're still seeing it from their point of view for the most part. And then you cuts over. You see the daughter and the mother watching them, seeing them fighting from their point. And then the only times we hear about the other monsters is if a human's mentioning it, or we might see a scene of a monster getting released on like a screen or something.
Hey, that's fine. I have no problem with humans mentioning about monsters. My point is humans are in the monsters fight. Too much in there. That's really the problem that I have with this film, and I really agree with what the article says, and I feel like Ma, Toy Story, and Lion King, of course, is gonna surpass this film by a mile. Rocketman, I'm not really sure about that. I don't think that's gonna do good. It should do good, but I don't think it is. But yeah, Godzilla King of the Monsters. It's a bad film in general overall. Just my opinion over it. Any last things you want to say before we move on to the next topic? But yeah, guys, totally agree with this article. The lizard definitely failed in this department.